Hello, friends. Good evening. Today, I would like to talk about this Nagios XI. Nagios is a platform where we will be monitoring all the boxes. Either it is like Windows servers, Windows workstations, Linux servers, Linux desktops, network devices, firewalls, load balancers, like so many devices, we can start monitoring all these things with this platform. So Nagios is actually free. Free in the sense what like certain devices are free. The one which I installed is actually 7 devices I can install it simultaneously, not more than that. If I would like to have the devices to get increased, means like if I'm going to monitor a lot of entire network or something, so I will be looking for a licensed version. There is a license has been there. So how does it be differentiated from the SolarWinds or something? SolarWinds is completely paid up, like paid versions. They're also giving that around 30 days evaluation copy for that. It's a fully operational and other things. This Nagios, I installed it in the Linux platform. There is a Rocky Linux. I'll show it on Rocky. There's a Rocky Linux line. Rocky is nothing but like that when CentOS has been over, so Rocky has been started. So it's exactly the same. There is no much difference in that. I installed this Nagios XI in Rocky. Through the commands, we can install it. Or we can do one thing like that. We can go directly to the Nagios site. Nagios, you can just go for Nagios. The Nagios site, you can just look for like what all things you can do with that. Nagios help can do. Windows monitoring, Linux monitoring, server monitoring, application monitoring, SNMP, log monitoring, like that. You can do that. So once you go to the downloads, you'll be able to see that what all the downloads are available. Like in which platform we will be able to do with that IT management something. Okay. So when I just skilled this Nagios XI, most powerful IT infrastructure monitoring and IT monitoring software, alerting solution for today's demanding organization requirements. And going beyond the basic IT monitoring software capabilities, Nagios XI provides organizations with the extended insight of their IT infrastructure before problems affect critical business processes. So like you can just see that, like if you want to buy, you can go and buy it. For just for demonstration purpose, you can just go for a free trial like this. If you just click this, you'll go to the free trial. So here there are 3 versions are available on this, like Microsoft, download for Microsoft Windows. It's you require a Hyper-V for that. Okay. Then VMware we can download for a workstation or a vSphere or ESXi, we can download that. There is a OVA file is available for the VMware OVA. Or you can directly go with that Linux. It's very pretty easy because I'm a Linux guy. So CentOS it can run, RHEL it can run Red Hat, Ubuntu or Debian Linux servers. Like please choose this download option for Linux updates like that. Okay. So there are some instructions with that. We can able to go and download this all. And it will be start downloading it when I'm just clicking on this download for Linux. So there is a tar.gz file is there. Means it is a zipped file which we can download it, and it is a 64-bit. Around it will be coming around 300, 400 MB something like that comes. I guess so. You can check that. So this download is to manually install Nagios XI on CentOS, Red Hat Enterprise, Oracle, Debian, and Ubuntu. View installation guide. You can just see that. Windows also you can install. See that. So there is a Linux. How do you install it in that? So I can just show you that. Like how to install this on Linux. Very pretty simple. Okay, it's a Linux guys can do very easily. So Red Hat is Enterprise, enabling optional software channel 8.x. Code ready builder. CentOS 7, 8, 9 and all it will work. Oracle Linux, it will work. Debian 11 platform until Ubuntu 22, it can work on that. Okay. It's like a clean system is required. That's what they're speaking about, that clean system in the sense that there should not be anything else at all. Okay. which has already been running on an Ubuntu, some Ubuntu or like Rocky Linux or something. If it's running, please don't run anything along with this, because try to dedicate this system only for a Nagios. It'll be nice because it takes lots of memory, and it takes the CPU cycle also, because it's going to monitor a lot of devices. It is going to poll all the devices to pull up all the details, and it is going to show you like in a GUI, and it'll be giving the statistics. It'll do some lot of analysis. So that's why. So hardware requirements in the sense, you can just see what I given it like. So you can run this command like curl https assets.com download. This one command is very much enough. You don't need to download that also, like I'm telling you. Nagios XI, the tar.gz, you don't need to download it. You can just type that install, like you can run it on this. This one command will download and install the Nagios XI. That's what. So better you go for a Linux version if you are good at Linux in the sense. Otherwise, you can download it by just saying the wget. Wget is like a webget. The same like tar.gz file, Excel. Sorry, I just clicked it actually. So XI, Nagios XI, latest tar.gz is there. So tar and like go to that and they say full install. But it may take a lot of time, okay? Because it may take at least 40 to 45 minutes, more than 1 hour also sometime it takes, because of your what is the memory and the CPU which is given on that. Because I installed it in the virtual machine. It's in the virtual machine here. Rocky Linux, which I given it on this, like, and just so show you what the settings I'll give it. So 6 GB are given for this guy. Okay, and 2 processors are given. Hard disk is about like 100 GB. It may not be required. And the network adapters too, I taken it, one for a network connection and the internet connection, another one for local connections, like that. So that's it. So this is important. Like 6 GB I given it, and 2 processors I given. It's enough, more than enough. You don't require anything more. Because we will be monitoring only the 7 devices, that you please keep in mind. That is, you're going to see only the 7 devices on this one. So it's a pretty simple way. I took the SSH session over here for the Linux. I logged in and I given that systemctl status Nagios. Just give this command, it will show that active running. Now it is saying active running. It's running. So then it has got all the configuration files over here, user local and other things. It will be running, no problems. And start monitoring all these things. Now it is saying that Windows 10 has been monitored. XP is down, it's saying. Windows 10 disk usage. Because I already added these 2 machines, like the PCs, to the Nagios XI to monitor it. Windows XP and Windows 10. The Windows 10 which has been running on a base OS like that, which I am running on the Windows 10. Now it's a Windows 10 only. So here, if you just see that, I just go back and see it. So this you can download and you can do all these things, or you can make it out on this one. So here I would like to show you like what all the screens are there. Like how did you log into this and all. So login is a pretty simple. Like it will give you, like, once it has been installed properly, it will be taking the IP address of the Linux system, and you can type it like Nagios XI PHP index.php. You can give that. Then you can able to log into the title. Let me log out and I'll show you the login. So this is the login page. It comes in. Or the login, like select languages, or we require only English. So Nagios admin is you can create your own user, okay? But I just created and I given the password like that, and you just say click login. It logged in. Now it will start giving you all the notices, like whatever it may be, the critical things, it will be noted immediately whenever you just log into that. You are an admin. So new Nagios XI release is available. See the details, another thing, and handle the problems. So these are all the problems which are reported by the Nagios XI about the systems which are configured to get monitored in the Nagios XI, like that. So Windows XP has got an issues. Windows XP is not booted at all. It is switched off. Windows 10 has got some warnings and other things that comes up in this. You can see this later. And this is the home dashboard. You can create your own dashboard over here. Yeah. Dashboard, when you create that, what all the widgets are going to be here, like what all the things you would like to see it on the screen. You can make the whole summary. Up is 2, down is 3, something like that it's saying. Unreachable. Service status summary. 41 services are okay. Warnings are 10. Unknown is 24. Critical is 6. 6 or what? Okay, 8, something like that. Unhandled and the problems and other things, it's the same. So this is just a normal, there's a default home dashboard which we are seeing that we can modify that. We can definitely do that. And they're saying that upgrade to the licensed version of Nagios XI and get support and upgrade benefits. Why do we require a support in the sense if you run into any issues with the Nagios XI, if you're looking for a case to get open on Nagios XI in the sense they don't entertain if you don't have the license for it. So that's why they're saying that if you buy a licensed version, then you'll get a support on that. Let it be, no problems. Let's see what all the navigations are here. Home, we already been there. Views, dashboards, reports, configure, tools, help and admin. Let me show you what this guy is doing. Nagios admin. This is the guy, is a password and other things are there. Preferences, and you can configure this. Show login alert like this. Just go for that. So this is about the account informations, and the homepage options is here. What all things you would like to see it in the homepage when you log into that, we can modify that. User sessions. When you logged in, it's showing that 4/2/2023, 21:26. Now it is the time. 9:26 Indian Standard Time, so it's showing that. From which IP address I logged in? I logged in from the 101, that's a Windows. Active sessions and account and sessions and PHP like this. Notification preferences, I can change. So many menus and options, you will get go mad like that completely. And notification methods, you can get an email or you can get a mobile text, SMS, you can get that. Notification messages, the messages format will be like this. What kind of a messages we will get it? These are all will be replaced by the original message like that. So you'll have notification, host, state, address, date and time and other things. Send a test notification. If you want, you can send it. But it takes a address of root at localhost. Because this is just a normal demonstration piece. It doesn't have any kind of public domain configured on this one. So I cannot send any mails and all. Leave it out. If we have the production service system, then you can do it. So let's go to the navigation. Let's go back to the home. Here it is. Then you can just get into the views or dashboards. Views will get it. So now it is rotating all these things. In the sense, it finds out what all things are available. Okay. Let me show you a page where you will get it so easily. Host details, we just need to click. Go to the navigation, click views, then host a detail. If you click there, they will show you. What all the devices are logged in, means like what all the devices are configured for the Nagios XI to monitor. There are 2 Cisco routers I configured. Through the GNS3 I configured it, and they are down because GNS3 is not running. Windows Server 2012, it's down because server is not running in. Windows 10 is up, now it's running. Okay, because from that Windows 10 only I logged into this Nagios XI. Windows XP is down. Localhost is up. Localhost is nothing but the Linux server where the Nagios XI is running. That is nothing but our Rocky Linux. Okay. And it is saying that what duration it has been running on 13 days and 4 hours and 43 minutes since it has been configured in the Nagios XI. Still when from which date it's been started monitoring. So near about 14-15 days I installed this. So showing attempt. It is sending that attempt to find out that whether the device is available or not. 5 of 5. It keep on sending. So within one attempt, the Windows 10 has responded. So it is saying up. And when it has been last checked, you see that 4/2/2023, that's today's date, and 21/25. So normally it will be checking for every 5 minutes, all the devices. Automatically it will start polling it and try to find out the informations which are being configured. Means what you would like to monitor, whether the hard disk capacity or the network activity or the CPU cycles, CPU hike is something coming up or something like that, or applications which are what all the things are behaving on this like that. So many criteria, so many kind of performance metrics, we can configure that. Okay, it's a monitoring tool again, like that. It's create a dashboard and all things. We can install these Nagios in our own, data center, or maybe in our on-premises, we can install that. Then you can start pulling all these things, even if it has been connected to the cloud also. Means like AWS or Azure cloud, you configure with your all servers and other things. Network devices is there in, we configured in the AWS or Azure or something. You can just pull those details by just configuring the IP. So only the reachability has to be there. That's it. Nagios XI will be reachable in the internet line. So once you configure that, this guy will start pulling up all the details and it will show it to us. You don't need to pay any heavy money to the AWS for like they have some kind of dashboards available now. Cloud Watch is there, and monitoring something is there in Azure. So they will be charging heavily because every other packet, every other minute, whenever it is traveling through your when it is passing the on-premises to the cloud, in the sense, it will be charged. And it will be pulling the reports, sending into the reports and everything. So everything is charged. So better we can install the Nagios XI in our own platform, on-premises or our own data centers. Many other companies are doing that. We are also doing the same thing. Like, so Nagios XI is very pretty simple configurations. Doesn't require any a lot of plugins and other things. Almost all the devices can be mapped. Mapped in the sense we can configure to get it monitored like that. So almost all, I'm saying that almost all devices can be monitored with the Nagios. Nagios is, it's like more of open source community which has been developed, but they are coming up with a license because they can support you actively with an SLA assigned and other things. So if I would like to see that the details in one by one, I can just go and click on this device, Windows 10. Then it will be showing that Windows 10 on this. What is that? Host status is up. Can I take the pen? Host status is up. Duration is 13 days. Host stability, unchanging. It is very stable. Last check is 21:30. So every 5 minutes it will be checked. Next check will be 35, 30 and 35. So disable the notifications. Force an immediate check. I can do that. Or ping the host. I can do that. Connect to the Windows 10. Trace route to the host. Anything I can do that. From this Nagios, I can try all these steps. Let me try this. One second. Yeah. Now I just say clicking the ping the host. It will be start pinging. We say that it is pinging the host 10.2.2.1. That is the IP address which I configured for the Windows to talk to the, like some other virtual machine. VM NIC it is. So that has been pinging on this. Means Windows 10 can be pingable from the Nagios XI. Now I can see that connect to the Windows 10 means I can go and connect to the RDP sessions. It's possible. Force an immediate check that I can do that. Submitting the command process successfully. So now it is saying 33 has been checked, 38 will be checked again. So now I did the immediate check like that. Otherwise, it will be going through the cycle of every 5 minutes like that. So trace route to the host, I can try. Where it is like it will show the path that how it has been reaching the Nagios XI is reaching the Windows 10 like that. Maybe it takes time because we are doing it in the same PC like that, because it's a VM which is running in Nagios XI. So it's try to find out the Windows. May work or may not work. So let's see. So like pretty simple, like every other activity which we can perform it through this Nagios reachability check, basic reachability check, pinging it, so it's working. Trace route. It's not working. Leave it out. And I can even connect to the Windows 10. It may not work out because I'm already logged into that physical office, so it doesn't work out. So this is the status detail. And let's go to the services. These are all the services which are configured to get monitored by the Nagios. At the time of, like introducing the Windows 10 or Windows 11 or the server or any other device, we will have the chances to, like edit the monitoring what is that? The performance metrics of that. That I can mention that when what all the things need to get monitored on this by the Nagios XI on the remote destination host or something. So now it's saying that print queue job errors, paging file usage, number of system threads, memory usage is coming under the warning now. Memory usage was 67%, available is 5.2 GB, total is 16 GB. My machine is a 16 GB, and I given the 6 GB to the Nagios. So rest is remaining for a Windows. So that's why it's saying the warning like that. Not an issue. And MS SQL server status is okay, means MS SQL is running on this. MS SQL Express telemetry service status, that's also running. These are all running okay. Okay, green means okay. And the I can see the local area connection 1, 2, 3, 4, like that it goes. Wireless will also be showing. Here you can just see that event log events unknown. Data is not valid. You may need to add the sleep one parameter to monitor it properly. So disk usage on E drive, I have so many drives, C, D, E, F, and other things. So it's saying okay. Data use space only 16% has been used. How much has been free? So it can create an alert when when it has been exceeding certain level in the sense. We normally do it with the Linux machines and Windows servers like that. So when it is exceeding the 80% of the total hard disk space, in the sense, it'll create an alert. So we'll get an email, SMS, and other things. So same we can do here. Active terminal sessions are okay. CPU usage is okay. Now it's saying 19% only it is there. So it's 2136, it is being checked. It's currently exact now only. So there is no hike as such, 19% only. So Ethernet bandwidth outbound how much is there? Inbound is how much is there? Like that. So there are many cards are there in this one, NICs. So that's been showing this. And disk usage on D, it's a critical 99%, because I'm using that one like like the RAM disk, something like system boost, something like that. I'm just using that. So it's completely I dedicated the disk for a it's like a RAM. So that's why it's showing. Telephony lines, disk usage on F colon. F is an external hard disk which I'm using. That is 62% is used. Okay, how much is free? It's showing. Explorer is okay. Disk usage on C, it's coming under some of the warnings. 72% is being utilized. Swap usage is critical. User count is okay. Windows Defender service that is running. It's like antivirus which has been running on Windows 10. So we will be able to modify this, parameters of the monitoring parameters at any time we want. And these are like by default, it has been picked up. When you start introducing a device to this, when you're just configuring in a device to the Nagios XI to get monitored, in the sense we will be able to give that in the first time itself. Later point of view also you can modify that. Performance graphs, you can see. Windows 10 host. Something is showing. This is a Saturday, February 4, 9 p.m. Let's join the graphs. You can able to see the host. Print queue is not there. Paging file. Paging file is nothing but a swap. Number of system threads. How many processes running and other things. 10 memory usage. It's more or less okay. You see, there is no much warning as such. Available is only this much percentage, this like that. Then you can see the dashboards also, like it'll show RT, APL, RT max, RT min, liability issuance. So this is about the performance graphs. Then you can go to the advanced. It's showing that duration, advanced status details. Current check is 1 of 5. Last check, next check, last change. Notification, check type is active. Latency, status change, performance data. These are all coming up. So here there is a commands, add a command, schedule downtime for all services on this host. Forced immediate check for the host and all services. Submit passive check results. Send custom notification, display next notification. So we can try this. This is something in advanced. And you can go for the configurations. Reconfigure this host, it's possible. We can add more. Reconfigure, you can just click on this, then you can give it like this is the IP address which has been for Windows 10 monitoring. It goes monitor this host for every 5 minutes. That's why the cycle is coming up like that every 5 minutes. When potential problem is first detected, recheck for host for every 1 minute up to 5 times, generating an alert. Means continuously 5 times or the same general, same critical things are happening, in the sense you create an alert. Notifications, you can go with that. When problem is detected, send notification immediately or wait for 15 minutes. And then we'll be sending the mail like that. So it'll go to the all contacts and Nagios administrators, like that it'll be going. This is a notification sending page. Those groups, it can be added to the any one of the server group like that. We add it like server group. So it'll be like all the servers will be monitored at once. They'll be now forming a group or something. So here we have only the 6 or 7 devices, so host parents. These are all the devices which are currently configured on the Nagios XI to get monitored. So this is about the Windows 10. We'll go back to the host detail. It's I can start the Windows XP. Let me go back and we'll start the Windows XP. Why I'm using the XP? Because it doesn't take much, much memory or something like that to show at least a demo and other things. Let it get started. So this also will be giving you the, the details which are there for Windows XP. We can monitor Linux, we can monitor firewalls, we can monitor the routers. Let me log into this guy. So now it's been ready. Let me config. Okay. It's working. Nagios is 128. So now it has been working. So what I do, I will go back to the Nagios and I'll just check this Windows XP. It's still saying down. What I do, I'll do the start rotation. Means it will start refreshing the the screen. Now it is running. Windows 10 only showing. All hosts. Windows XP is down still. It takes some time, like, because it shows all the characteristics of that. Linux servers. It goes on rotation to everything. Means like all the things which already has been configured, it goes and check it. Now it comes with open problems. Then we'll go to the host detail like that. So it's all 5 things will get rotated. Now it's gone to the host detail. XP is still down. Let's see. Now it's gone to the service detail. Host group overview. Then we'll go back to the tactical overview. I can stop the rotation anytime. Then I go back to the host detail. Let me see whether it is still, is it up or not up. It's up. I see that. It's saying up. Windows XP is up. 4 seconds. Within one attempt, the Windows XP has been detected as the device is up and running. And it started giving all the, like when I go back to this and I click on this on XP, okay. So now it's saying the host status is up, right? There is that. There's that pen. Let me take the pen. Okay. Host status is up. Duration is 46 seconds. Unchanging, it is stable. 44, it has been checked. Now it will be checking the next 5 minutes like a 49, like this. And all these informations are already been there. We seen it with the Windows 10. The same we will see here. Okay. So here I can go for this. I can ping this host. Yeah, it's available. Means that ping 10 to 212. It's giving all the 5 replies. And I can do the trace route to the host. It's there. It's available. 10 to 212. It's over. I can even do the RDP also to this. Connect to the Windows XP. With the 10 to 212, I will be doing the connecting. 1 second. I will pull this all guys down. So just click connect. I have some RDP file created here. I need to click on this. Now it has been showing that RDP session to start with that Windows XP. It's connecting to that, and it will be giving the, I will give the administrator and the password. Now I logged in. I logged into the Windows XP now. So like we can do the RDP or we can do the SSH to the machines. RDP we will be doing it for Windows machines. We need to configure this all. Like RDP need to be, incoming RDP sessions need to be activated on the Windows. Then only it will work. Like say Windows Server, Windows XP, Windows 10. Windows 10 also we can do RDP. Windows 11, like that. So we need to do this all. So once I go back and see that, it will be like the screen is locked. You see that it's locked. It's in use and it has been locked. Somebody is logged in from somewhere, like it's saying. So once I close this, and I will be able to do that. So I can close this session because I shown that, like you can close it. It'll show, it'll ask you like whether you want to do disconnecting. Yes. Okay. So like I can have this Windows XP to get connected on this. It's possible. Similar, what all the services are running? CPU usage, drive disk C usage, drive D usage, physical memory, pinging is okay. Okay, it's giving within the 253 millisecond, 0.0 like that, 0 point something. Virtual memory usage is a warning like that. So it's a very pretty simple small system, so it doesn't show much details about that. When we have this server, which has been currently running so heavily with all the packets and other things, so many people logged in. You know, like if it's a cloud server or something like that, you will be seeing lots of, you know, lots of details. You will be able to see that. So it is showing the last 24 hours. We can check the timings as well. Last 4 hours and things. Advanced is this. We've seen that already. Scheduling a downtime for all services. So it's a completely, I will be able to control the entire device like an SNMP. I can even reboot it. I can even do a lot of things on this. So configurations, anyway, you can do this here. Capacity planning. This is not available here. It's available on the, to test the feature like that. Okay, anyway, I just need to pay money, means I just need to go for a licensing so that I will be enjoying this all. Variables, it is a Windows SNMP. Through the SNMP has been configured. XI is, Nagios XI is talking to the Windows XP through SNMP. That's what. Network traffic analysis, we require the tool, network analyzer tool is required. So 30 days, again, that is a 30 days trial is available on network analyzer. Then we can do that. So let me go back to the host detail. So currently how many hosts are running? Windows 10 and Windows 11, sorry, Windows XP and the local host. It has been running on this. So this is about the, like how you monitoring. It's a very basic thing which I'm showing here. It's not so heavily because there are no much parameters which I'm monitoring on the Windows 10 and XP. Right. If it's a Windows server, we can do all. Windows server, I just need to start. Okay. When I'm starting the Windows server, then I'll be able to see that all. Let's see. And before that, we will go to the views. We are already in the views, dashboards, reports, tools we can go for. Dashboards, we can come here and we can add the dashboards whichever we like here. Like that, we can add it on this. Reports, if you like to generate the reports, you can generate the reports. It's like, see, average host availability, service availability. You can just see there are so many options are here, and moreover we can have that yesterday, this week, month, quarter, like that. Completely we can do that. And host groups we can select, or Linux server you can go for, or other devices I can select it here. One by one device I can see it. Let me see Windows XP, and I can just click run on this. It will show only the XP availability. There I can see CPU usage. It is giving the complete report for me here. Okay. I can see, I can even download the report from here. Combined CSV, comma separated value. PDF I can download. JPG I can see that. Let me see the PDF. Yeah, it's done. Let me open it. That will be showing me the report, host availability, the screen which was there, it's showing. This is only the today's report. So if I would like to have the history, then I can go and like look for that information. It's possible. So last 24 hours, it's a one day only. I can even go for a month, quarter, year, 1 year report. I can take that. It's possible. So this is about the availability and other things. Availability, executive summary, SLA report, uptime, SLA status. SLA target is 95%. State history, FP information. Okay, we'll go mad by just seeing all the options on this. And so maybe when the customer is asking for like kind of an report on other things, and we can go and dig more details on this, and we can send it in. So he'll go mad by saying this, because it's very much critical things that monitoring is the one that which is required for a network device. So without monitoring, nothing works, because we need to troubleshoot it with the logs only. So the logs are getting generated, and this Nagios XI maybe like connected to the ticketing server, so it will cut the ticket and send it to the queues like an OC or SOC tickets it will be creating. So notifications, you can see these are the notifications. Windows XP is up, is warning, 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 like that. Keep on going. Event log, we can get. Aha, this is a big event log. How many pages are there? Are 4 pages are there? Because it's only, I ran it maybe like hardly 3 days, or not even 3 days, like maybe 5-6 hours must have been running on sporadically here and there. So that's why only this much information is there. Otherwise, it'll be like filling the pages like that completely. So you can get the bandwidth usage. You can see this is about the Cisco devices. Like capacity planning is not available on this one. Network report, you can get that. Network query, we'll go for. Alert cloud, alert stream, network replay, schedule reports. You can go with that. This is about the reporting. Then I'll go for a configurations. Configuration is nothing but like how the device is getting configured inside the Nagios. Means if I'm adding a new server to my network, so that server need to be pulled in to the Nagios to do the monitoring lively, then I'll have to configure the device, configure that server in the Nagios XI. So that configuration wizards are here. Configuration options, and you can go to the wizard. In this wizard, what all devices we can add? See, you see that this is Linux we can add, Windows we can add, otherwise anything which is not coming into the famous things and other things. This is the network devices, databases we can add, website you can add, email solutions, email service we can monitor, Nagios products is there, and uncategorized things are there. If I just click that Linux, I will be able to see all the Linux here. DigitalOcean, Folder Watch, Google Cloud, Linode. How many are there? Linux SNMP, Linux Server Legacy, Microsoft Azure Cloud. Under that cloud, what all things we can see? You see that Windows, RHCL, CentOS, Ubuntu, like this. Mount Point, CAFS, NFS, NCPA. This is for host editions like that. NRP, Rackspace Cloud, SSH proxy. This much are coming under the Linux platform. Windows platform, we see DigitalOcean. All the cloud has been there. We can have an MS SQL query also on this. Office 365, we can monitor. Azure Cloud, RCPA, NS Client, Windows Desktop. Under this Windows Desktop, we can have Windows 7. See, Vista onwards, it has been starting. Windows Vista 7, 8, 8.1, and 10. 11 also we can monitor, no problem. So these desktops can be added to this Nagios XI to get monitored like that. Windows event log we can configure, SNMP we can configure, WMI we can configure. Okay. And Windows servers. Servers starting from the 2008 until 2019 can be configured for to get monitored. Like that. This is another OS, which may not be coming under the, you can see Mac OS. You can monitor the Mac OS also. Solaris you can monitor. Still Solaris is there. I don't know. Those are all old, gone. Network, then Active Directory, DHCP server monitoring, domain explorations, DNS query, sensor, web sensor, FTP server, LDAP server, generic network device. If you don't know the device name and all that, you can add it with an IP address or something. It'll work. Nagios Network Analyzer, you can add it as a plugin. Network switch and router. We can add this any network devices toward this. Radio server, printer, SNMP, trap. Okay, so these are all can be done in the network. Databases, you see heavy databases over there. MS SQL database, MS SQL query, server, Office 365, MongoDB, right? MS SQL query, Oracle query, PostgreSQL, MySQL, everything is there. Here's a website. Website related things, normally domain expiration will be done because maybe they registered only for 2 years, 3 years like that. They forget it. Thousands of websites are running. So we can pull those sites under this domain expiration thing. So it'll be monitoring, it'll be alerting us. Like this need to be updated. Web transaction, website development, defacement, website, monitor website. Monitor specific web URL, like DNS query, JSON. Monitor JSON data. What else we can do? Email delivery, Exchange server, mail server. Mail servers like we have some RabbitMQ. Many other things. Exchange server normally like we do it in the Windows servers and all, like 2013 Exchange server. Nowadays everything gone to the O365. Anyway, then Nagios products we can configure. The auto discovering, BPA wizard, DigitalOcean. So many. Uncategorized. What is it? Miscellaneous. Apache Tomcat. That's a web server. Docker. Hyper-V. JBoss. Glassfish. Capacity planning. Jetty. Passive check. WebLogic. VMware. We can monitor. So this many devices can be monitored with the configuration wizard. We can configure the wizard like. So like that, so it's a core configuration manager. We can go for this. So like now this will be showing you like how many it's being configured until now. It's a 6 hosts are configured on this one. 6 hosts. We'll go back. 80 services are configured under all the devices. Let me go back. One contact. It's nothing but a Nagios admin. I can create the user and I can give them rights on us. 141 commands. These are all the commands which are run. By running these commands only, this Nagios XI is pulling up all the details from the devices configured. Service dependencies are run. The host groups are 2. Contact groups are 2. This is like a summary, object summary. Recent snapshots. We can create the snapshot of the things, whatever it has been monitored on this. Change the host and services, CPU usages, we'll get this. Monitoring hosts, monitoring services, monitoring host groups, service groups. We may not be able to create groups and all like because it's a very basic license has been applied on this. One user metrics, user macros. You can even configure this. We can even program this accordingly to how we are looking for that information like that. So manage users, CCM admin. I can add the new guy here. Okay. Then I'll give them rights like what he can see, what he can configure, what he can modify, like that I can do. So that is about the configuration. Tools we can go for. We can create our own tools. In the sense we require the scripting need to be done for that. Help, we can normally will get all the help as usual. Frequently asked questions, visit the Nagios library, learn about Nagios XI, like that. Let's go to the home again. So this maps will be giving you a lot of information. Okay, it'll be like enjoying like the feature, like how many devices which are configured under the Nagios XI will be showing in the network status map. You see that? Oh, there is a animation is there. So now if you just open this, it's a local host 127.0.0.1 where the Nagios XI is running on the Linux host. That's a Rocky Linux. It's running. And this is Cisco device. This Cisco device is down. You see that Cisco 1 that is currently down. And Cisco 2 that is also been down. And Windows XP, it's currently up and running. Windows XP. How long it has been running? Okay, services are full. Like Windows 10 that is running. It's up and running. There are warnings are there in this one. You can say it's critical 2, unknown 1, something like saying. Server is down anyway. Server is not up. Okay. So like this is like a network status map. You'll get this. Even if you started adding more devices, it will be giving the more like the animation will be showing like. So you will enjoy that. Okay. Nagviz. What is that? Let's see. Nagviz. This is a recent report. Another thing we can create that. Mind map. It shows like this. So there are many ways to see that what are the devices added to this. And if the people would like to see it like, the dotted hypermap. This is it. Wow. Wow. Very nice. You see that. Windows server, critical down. Cisco, critical down. Cisco 1, critical down. IP address is been saying. Unreachable. Local host is up. It's working fine. Windows XP is up, running fine. 10 is running fine. Who is monitoring? Nagios is running. Nagios process. DB map, you can see. This is like a status grid. How you'd like to see it like. So here it is saying that active and the CPU say similar. Maybe it's a boring one. Better we will be seeing it with the each and every things of it. Metrics. This is a disk usage is coming up. It takes time. I'm gonna take a lot of time. Okay. DPI, I think it's like service group grid. We've seen it already, like host status, network outages. Currently nothing. All host problems. Maybe things will be getting repeated again and again. Like so, like this, I can do. What I do one thing, I will just go back and down this XP. Go down. And I'll be starting that Windows server, okay? I'll show you that. There is the Windows server. Let's see. Let me start the Windows server. We can monitor the Windows server under the Nagios XI. Let me see. It takes its own time. It's starting up. Because I couldn't start everything in one shot because I don't have much memory for that. You see that server, how much memory I given it. Four GB I given. 6 and 4 is gone. So now I'm totally around 10 GBs out. So I have only the 6 GB left out for my Windows host to run all this. Let's see, it'll work. It's coming up, coming up, coming up. Takes a lot of time. It's a old 2012 R2 because it's okay. We can install the latest server as well. Like for just monitoring purpose, so I'm using the older one, which is currently stable in evaluation copy. So it's getting started. Administrator and the password. Demo is the AD name, domain name. Now it's saying that 150 days license valid. Let the server get started fully. Once the server manager is over, in the sense like it will be starting all the services. Takes its own at least 1 minute it may take to run all the services. When this blue ribbon starts, you can find that all the services are up and running. Okay, let's wait. Yeah, now it's been started. All are running. Now DNS, DHCP, LDS, file and storage services, IAS, remote desktop services, all are running. So let me go back to the Nagios to find out that host detail. Let me go to that. The views I'll go, then I'll click on host details. Here I will come. Windows server is down. What I do, I'll just go back, click on the server. Right. Now I will do force an immediate check. This way also we can make the, yeah, now it's up already. I didn't even click it. So it is immediately it came up. So now the server is up. Windows server 2012, January 23. It's been installed on this month. Sorry, last month. Host status is up. Duration is 16 seconds, unchanging. When it has been checked last, 22/7. It's 1 minute before. And next check will be on 12th. So I can ping as usual, ping the host. It will be pinging. Yeah, it's pinging 10.2.25. That is nothing but the server IP. I can do the trace route. It'll work. Takes its own time. Yeah, leave it, not rewind. I can connect to that, so that's possible. So here I'm saying that connect to the host by using the RDP. Right. So what all other options are there? VNC, Telnet, SSH is possible. But Windows servers will be supporting only RDP. So I will just click connect. And there is a RDP file has been downloaded. I'll open this. Then I'll connect to it. Now it's asking the password. Log into that. Yes. Now I got it. So like we can even do the RDP to that, SSH to the Linux sessions. Linux machines also we can do the SSH to that. It's possible. It's very easy to log in and find out all the information on this. Let me close this, it's not required. You will go with the statistics on this now. So here, services, what are the services are running? Active terminal sessions, okay. CPU usage is okay. 6% is only that. Disk usage on C is okay. Disk usage on D is critical. Ethernet bandwidth, another bandwidth, and other things is showing. Memory usage is critical, right? And the log on errors, number of system threads, paging file, service server work queue, Windows activation status, service status. Yeah, we have it's a it's an evaluation copy, so that is also running. Now I can see the graphs, performance graphs. As a host, it's saying something. Then active terminal sessions, CPU usage, disk usage, dashboards. Go for an advanced. The host is up and everything is running. Similar activity, I can do it on like all like capacity planning not available. File variables, it is an NCPA. Network analysis, we need to do that. So this is about the Windows Server. Okay. I'll go back to the host detail and I can check it out. So it takes time. So now it's showing all, you see the Windows XP is down. It's immediately find out that in XP has been down. And this Windows Server is up, 10 is up, localhost is up, Linux server is up like that. So like that, we will be adding the devices. Cisco, I just need to start it with my Genus resource. We'll be getting the Cisco network device to configure and monitor all these things. So like license, will show you that about the license informations. Here it was event log and views, reports, configure tools, admin. Home dashboard, service status, group summary, graph explorer. You can type here like license. It goes to the host actually. Process info, performance, right? Administrative task. Okay. So this is about the Nagios. We can monitor multiple devices at single point. Operation center. Overviews, operation screen. You see, very attractive screens over here. Okay, you can see that. Open the service problems. How many things are open on this? Like critical and other things will be showing. So this is your Nagios. So nothing to show more. If you have more devices, then we can go and verify all these things on this. Administrative tasks like this. System status. Here it is, license information. License type is trial. You see. It's not coming. Let me do the annotation. Trial is expired. License date is not actually not licensed. What we are having is free 7 nodes, 100 total checks, and self-supported. Means I cannot look for any support as such. Only 7 nodes can be activated. 100 total checks. Checking like the parameters which we can add is only 100. And it is self-supported. There is no support I can get it from the Nagios people. That's what. License type is free. Purchase license and receive support other things. License type is a free one. Number of license host is 7. Current host is 6. License usage is 86%. Already there. Trial options. Enter the trial license key. You can even send a mail to that, like you can look for a 30 days evaluation completely copy like that, but it has been expired for me in my case. Okay. So this is about the licensing informations. Licensing options. No option available for the free version. I can go for the update license. It's possible. Yeah. Check for updates. I can look for. So currently what version I'm running? I'm running here like 592. I can even click for check updates here. It's possible. Upgrade to the latest version. Better we will be doing it through that one, not through the GUI, something like that. Maybe I didn't try that actually. Okay. Managing the users, you see that. This is only one user currently been existing as an admin. And LDAP and AD integration is very much possible. Means you can pull all the system engineers or like support engineers who are under the group of the Active Directory LDAP under the engineers team or something like that. You can pull them in the authentication server. You can put it like so they can get authenticated for through the AD itself to log into here like this. Notification management that we know very well. User sessions. How many are running? Only one current running is. Proxy configuration and email settings you can do. With whom all this is going to be sending that mails whenever there is an alert is coming up on this. That we can activate here. Performance settings, dashlets, databases, subsystem, so many other automatic login. For a certain account, you can give the automatic logins because they don't need to remember the passwords now. It's only possible in corporate environment because we can make auto logins now. So outbound transfers, inbound transfers, manage the components, database, other things. Schedule backup, we can go for this. FTP backup, we can take the backup of this. Means whenever we are having that, the kind of reports which has been generated, if you'd like to back it up in a day, 2, or maybe week or something, we can do the backups over here. Where you would like to send it? Through the enable FTP or through the SSH you will send it, or locally you will save it. Locally saving it's not actually recommended because it requires a lot of heavy space is required in your hard disk. So better you send it to the syslog server or remote servers level. So that will be like easier. It's all disabled. We can activate it. Possible. Local backup archives. You can see. Currently nothing. I didn't take anything at all. So it's not showing anything. So this is about the Nagios XI. Okay. System status. Okay, anyway, it is showing. So it's clean, very neat, cleanly running. There is no problems at all. Once you set it up properly, it doesn't create any problems as such. Even if you like to add new systems also, because it is coming under 7 devices only, so other devices need to get removed if you like to add more. Okay. So comparing to the solar bins and other things, it's pretty easy to configure, and there are a lot of dashboards we have. So many options and menus are there, and so many devices which we can configure. That is what more important, configure. And this configuration wizard, it shows like a lot of things over here. Like you see. So this is about Nagios XI. Okay. And as usual, you can you can subscribe to my channel for to have some new videos. Maybe for some more days I couldn't come back because I was having a heavy work. So this time I just came back. So from now onwards, it will be like continuous. I'll be putting some new videos on this one. Please watch that and suggest my channel to the peoples. of your friends, colleagues, and relatives and other people's. Okay, you can contact me on these numbers. Let me give my number. You can contact me on this because I'm not running any, and the number is like 91-81974-00835. This is my number. You can call me on WhatsApp, and you can call. It's possible. And my channel is like that, youtube.com/@Ramnath KESA. This is my channel. Okay. You can subscribe to this because it is yes only. HTTPS, it's okay. So this is my name and my number and the WhatsApp or call. You can do it on this one. Like you can, if you'd like to connect me on the, Skype or something, you can do this same. This is my Skype ID. We're making a lot of mistakes now. Here. So prescribe my channel to your friends, colleagues, and relatives. People can watch this. It's completely free one here. So they can come back to me asking any questions on this Nagios or any other platforms. I used to give some trainings for firewalls, load balancers, network like routers and switches, servers, cloud related things, Kubernetes, Docker. You can come back to me whatever you're looking for. So I'll help you. Okay. Thank you. Nice today you guys joined me. And we'll get back to you on with another new fantastic videos from my side. Okay. Thank you for joining today. Okay. Thank you.